Okay, so this one here is a case of process of elimination. So we have to look at the graphs here and match them up with these equations on the left here. So let's look at the quadratics first. So we have one quadratic here, another quadratic, both are negative. Both have the same movement, so the difference we have to be aware of is the compression versus the stretch. So if you just look at the compression versus the stretch, then this, and that would mean this one's A, and this one here is F. Let's double check though. So here, it's easier one to check. You go over 3 up 4. We think this one is this one here. We go over 1 down 2. That looks right to me, and then down 4. Oops, that'll be more than that. Over 2 is 4, so all the way down 8, I guess, right here. So cross those ones out. Don't worry about those. Next, absolute value. There's one here and there's one here. So the difference is, I see a 2 and a 3, but look at what's happening here, the +1 and the -1. So we have to be really careful that when it says +1, we don't go right, we go left. So absolute value, both pointing up. This is +1, so hopefully that should be this one here. Okay, and then it says up 3 over 1. So 1, 2, 3, that looks like it should be this one. So that should be C, which means if I look at this one here, this little graph looks like it's, oh yes, this is right. Over to the right 1, up 2, and then up to 1. So that's H. Okay, doing good. Let's put this in a different colour, make my life a little bit easier. Okay, next we have the square root and this square root. So this is a reflection down this. This we haven't seen before, but it's a process of elimination. So this is a good test to see if we can just eliminate some stuff. So if you look here, I see this square root here and this square root here. Now, we haven't seen it going this way before. We also haven't seen this shape. So that process of elimination would tell me that this one is I and this one is, this other one here is B. So this has got a negative. It doesn't go left or right, it goes up 1 and then it's over 1. Over 1 and down 2 from here, and then over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it would be down 4. And that's what that stretch is going down, so that makes sense to me. We now have a, what do we call it, a reciprocal function. So we've got one here and one here. Notice that this is your horizontal, this is your vertical, but they're switched a little bit here, so we just have to be careful. So we want to go right 3, so there's 1, there's the other, this one goes right 3, and up 2, so I bet you this is the right one. And then here goes left 2 and up 3, and it's got the negative here and here, so that should be D. And then exponentials, we've got both our growths. One goes down 3, one goes down 2, they both go up. This has got a deep, should be bigger stretch. Sorry, I shouldn't say stretch. Bigger parent function, so you go over 1 up 4, over 2 up 16, so it should be much steeper. So we have this one and we have this one goes down 3, so this has to be E because this one goes down 3, and this one only goes down 2, but it is much steeper, so that should be J. And then the last one, same idea. Let's go through this process of elimination again. So here we have, excuse me, quadratic, quadratic, same idea this time. We've got this stretch, compression. Compression should be F, stretch should be C. Okay. And then go over 1, 2, 3. Instead of going up 9, I'm going to go 3. So that's my compression. So that's definitely it. Cross that one out. Cross this one out. Next one, absolute value again. This one has no stretch. This one's got a compression. So up 1 over 2. That looks like that's G. And up 1 over 1. That's J. Oops. Really is just a process of elimination. Square root, stretch of 2, no stretch. Both are positive, no reflections. So this goes up 1 over 1, this goes up, or over 1 up 2. So this tells me that this one is D, and this one is A. So right 1 down 4, left 2 down 3. Reciprocal functions, we have right 2, down 2. Right 2, down 2. And this one is left 2, down 2. So these are very, very similar, unlike the last one. So we've got to make sure, so we can easily mess this up if we're not careful and paying attention. So this one is left 2, so that's B. And this one is right 2, so that's E. So again, you just have to be careful. Which way is it going? Did I cross out the square root? Let's cross that one out. Okay. Alright, exponentials are left. Again, the steeper growth, which would be 4, which looks like this one. It goes right 2 and down 4. That's what that one looks like. That's also right 2 and down 4, but this is much steeper, so that has to be H. And that has to be I. And that's us done.